After analyzing thousands of real user reviews and expert test results, one thing became crystal clear. Compact cameras aren't dead. They're making a serious comeback. DP Review just awarded 3 compacts major honors this year, and sales numbers are through the roof. But here's the problem. With prices ranging from $500 to $6,000, picking the wrong one costs you big time. I've broken down the 6 best compact cameras you can actually buy right now, ranked by real-world performance, not marketing fluff. All product links are in the description below. Let's get into it. Number 6. Panasonic Lumix ZS200, TZ200. If you're looking for the ultimate travel companion without spending a fortune, the Panasonic Lumix ZS200 deserves your attention. It packs a 24-360mm equivalent zoom range into a body that literally fits in your jacket pocket. No other compact camera with a 1-inch sensor comes close to that reach. Real users consistently praise this camera for versatility. TechRadar testing confirmed that whether you're shooting wide landscapes in the morning or zooming into distant wildlife by afternoon, this camera handles both scenarios without switching lenses. That 15 times optical zoom is genuinely useful. The 1-inch 20-megapixel sensor puts it leagues ahead of typical point-and-shoots. ePhotozine found that noise performance stays strong up to ISO 1600, with usable results at ISO 3200. The electronic viewfinder at 2.33 million dots works great for composing shots in bright sunlight. The rubber grip makes it one of the most ergonomic compact cameras available. This camera never feels like it's going to slip out of your hand, and one-handed operation works great. The downsides? The lens aperture maxes out at f3.3 wide and drops to f6.4 at full zoom. That's slower than premium compacts, meaning you'll struggle in dim environments. The screen doesn't tilt, which feels like a missed opportunity at this price. Battery life sits around 370 shots, which is decent, but not exceptional. But for zoom range and image quality in a truly pocketable package, the ZS200 hits a sweet spot that's hard to beat. Number 5. Canon PowerShot G7X Mark III. There's a reason this camera went viral on TikTok and YouTube. The Canon PowerShot G7X Mark III became the go-to for content creators who needed serious video quality without carrying massive gear. But does it hold up for photography? Absolutely. The 1-inch 20-megapixel stacked CMOS sensor paired with Canon's Digic 8 processor produces attractive images with Canon's signature color science. The 24-100mm equivalent lens opens to f1.8 at the wide end, considerably faster than most travel zooms. What sets this camera apart is vlogging capability. You get uncropped 4K video, a flip-up selfie screen, and a 3.5mm microphone input. Canon even built in YouTube live streaming. Amateur photographer testing confirms it provides more advanced control and better results than any smartphone. The body feels premium despite its small size. That textured rubber coating and sculpted finger grip make one-handed operation feel secure. Canon's touchscreen interface is polished and responsive, exactly what you'd expect from a company with decades of camera experience. The 30 frames per second raw burst mode captures fast action when you need it. Main limitations? No electronic viewfinder means you're stuck using the LCD in bright sunlight. Battery life hovers around 265 shots, so packing a spare battery is wise for longer shooting days. But if video matters as much as photography, this Canon punches well above its weight. Number 4. Sony RX100 VII. Digital Photography Review awarded this camera a gold rating, calling it the most capable pocket camera ever made. That was 2019, and remarkably, nothing has truly replaced it. The headline feature is autofocus performance. Sony crammed 357 phase detection points covering 68% of the frame into this tiny body. The system locks onto subjects in 0.02 seconds. Real-time IAF works exactly like Sony's professional alpha cameras. Backscatters testing confirmed this is the best autofocus ever put into a compact camera. That 24-200mm f4 2.8 4.5 Zeiss lens is engineering magic. Henry Turner Photography took this camera into the mountains of North Wales and came back impressed with how the lens handled everything from sweeping landscapes to tight portrait crops. Having that much reach in something smaller than most wallets seems impossible, yet Sony pulled it off. The pop-up electronic viewfinder at 2.36 million dots is bright enough for precise framing in harsh daylight. The tilting touchscreen flips up for selfies and down for waist-level shooting. Video includes 4K with no time limit and 960 FPS slow motion. Burst shooting reaches 20 frames per second with continuous tracking. Here's the catch. Pricing increased to $1,699 new. That's steep for a 6-year-old camera. The body feels slippery without an aftermarket grip. Amateur photographer notes the small buttons and dense menus can frustrate users. Still, for technical performance in a pocketable form factor, nothing comes close. Number 3. Ricoh GR IV. Street photographers waited 7 years for this camera, and Ricoh delivered something special. The GR IV takes everything beloved about the GR series and refines it further, earning major design awards in 2025. Petapixel's review praised how the body disappears in your palm, yet returns images that consistently exceed expectations. Ricoh added meaningful upgrades: a 26-megapixel APS-C sensor, redesigned 28mm f2.8 lens, improved 5-axis stabilization, faster 0.6-second startup, and hybrid autofocus with face detection. The internal storage is game-changing. 53 gigabytes built into the camera means you can shoot all day without a memory card. Amateur photographer notes this alone is a massive quality-of-life improvement. Digital Camera World found the new lens delivers better contrast and improved edge sharpness. The ergonomics feel perfect for one-handed operation, with command dials positioned exactly where your thumb and forefinger naturally rest. The bigger battery provides roughly 40% more capacity than before, addressing one of the biggest complaints about the GR III. However, some reviewers remain critical. The photographer's testing found autofocus still doesn't match modern mirrorless performance. No weather sealing limits rough condition shooting. No built-in viewfinder means composing in bright light requires the optional external finder. At $1,499, you're paying premium prices for a deliberately minimalist tool. But for photographers who think in 28mm and value stealth, this is the most refined GR ever made. Number 2. Fujifilm X100 VI. This camera broke the internet. When Fujifilm announced the X100 VI, retailers couldn't keep them in stock. B&H Photo reported inventory challenges a full year after release. Secondhand prices spiked well over $2,000. The Cotswold photographer's long-term testing identifies several factors: the 40-megapixel APS-C sensor, gorgeous 35mm equivalent f2 lens, built-in image stabilization for the first time in the X100 series, excellent autofocus with subject detection, and Fujifilm's legendary color science through 20 film simulation modes. The hybrid viewfinder remains unlike anything else. Switch between optical and electronic viewing instantly. Kevin Mullins Photography notes, this creates multiple ways to compose images. Build quality exudes classic craftsmanship. Physical dials for shutter speed, aperture, ISO, and exposure compensation make this feel like a precision instrument. Roman Fox's 6-month review found the tactile controls genuinely elevate the shooting experience. The built-in flash, internal ND filter, and leaf shutter offer creative possibilities most compacts can't match. You can sync flash at high shutter speeds and shoot wide open in bright sun. Downsides? Availability remains challenging. Battery life dropped compared to previous models. The autofocus, while good, isn't quite as snappy as Sony equivalents. But Church and Street's review captures the truth. This camera makes photography genuinely fun. That shooting experience, combined with excellent results, explains the continued demand. Number 1. Leica Q3. When budget isn't the primary concern, and you want the absolute finest compact camera money can buy, the Leica Q3 stands alone. Amateur photographer calls it the best compact camera in the world. That 60-megapixel full-frame sensor paired with the legendary Summilux 28mm f1.7 lens creates images with detail and tonality impossible with smaller sensors. The high-resolution captures details down to eyelash level, while the lens produces background blur that pixel peepers adore. The tilting screen addresses criticisms of the Q2, making waist-level shooting practical. Autofocus has been significantly upgraded. Peter Poet Photography's year-long review confirms the Q3 becomes an extension of your creative vision rather than a tool you fight against. Build quality matches the price. Weather sealing protects against dust and moisture. The body feels substantial, yet refined, with controls positioned exactly where they should be. Recent firmware updates brought AI-assisted autofocus improvements and an overhauled menu system. The honest truth? This camera costs more than many used cars. The F-Stopper's review noted ergonomics aren't as refined as modern mirrorless cameras. The autofocus won't match a Sony A7 for action photography. The shutter speed limitation can cause headaches when shooting wide open in bright conditions. But for street photographers, travel photographers, and anyone who values the shooting experience as much as the final image, the Leica Q3 offers something no other compact can match: the feeling that your tool was crafted without compromise. If that matters to you and your budget allows, this is the one. That's the breakdown of the 6 best compact cameras you can buy in 2026. Whether you're spending $600 or $6,000, there's excellent options at every price point. Quick recap: the Panasonic ZS200 wins for travel zoom versatility. The Canon G7X Mark III dominates video and vlogging. The Sony RX100 VII offers unmatched autofocus in a pocket body. The Ricoh GR IV perfects the street photography tool. The Fujifilm X100VI delivers the complete package with style. And the Leica Q3 represents the pinnacle of compact camera engineering. All product links are in the description. Let me know in the comments which camera caught your attention. And if you found this helpful, subscribe for more camera content like this. Thanks for watching.